Well, hello everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on those time zones. My name is Eggs Benny, and these are my wonderful players, starting with Ness.
Hello, everybody. It's your friendly neighborhood Ness here, and I play Valdis, who is ready to smash open the skull of a small vampire.
Next on the docket, we have Ray.
Hey everybody, my name is English Ray, and I play the. I almost went into the other version. Oh my god. I play the Isomar cleric Austra Rose, the second half to the twins.
And finally, the wonderful.
Oh, am I supposed to just continue on?
Yeah, I figured as much.
Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. I am Nura Nightingale, and I will be playing the somewhat the excited but slightly subdued right now other twin, Aurora Rose.
Now, uh, mythical princess, the person playing Saya Sabra will be back at some point in the future, but they're going to be arriving late. And then Dusky, the person playing TS, unfortunately is having internet issues, so they should be lurking in the chat somewhere, like at least joining in with the listening. But to pick up where we left off last week. Waking up in a stranger's home, they ask for a favor. They wish for you to help escort the burgomaster, the mayor equivalency in this village. He recently passed away, and his son, the new burgomaster, wishes for you to come with him in aid to bury his body. Upon arriving at the church, you find it completely abandoned. You find it completely in disarray. Pews have been broken. Shingles of the roof are coming in. There's holes in the roof where rainwater is just sitting on the floor. And you can hear someone screaming from the undercroft basement below. You eventually manage to pry it out of Father Donovan, or Donovich, sorry, that it's his son that's in the basement. Finding a trapdoor, you unlock it by literally blasting the padlock out of its hinge. And opening the trapdoor, the screaming stops. And that's where we left it. Is anyone stepping down the stairs? Or are you just taking the moment to stand at the top?
Is it dark down there? Like, are there any lights or anything?
Oh, it is. Um, you can see where, because the floor of the church is almost alternating patterns of like wooden slats. There are gaps where the wood has warped and therefore it's no longer like perfectly joined together, but it gives you a fraction of light.
Okay, I'm going to um share dark vision with everybody. That lasts for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Uh can I hold an action well, hold a spell basically? And
Depending on the spell, if you don't use it within 6 seconds, the spell slot will still be used.
okay. Yeah, basically what I was wanting to do was hold hold a casting of bless. Like cast it if combat starts.
Yeah, so because it's out of combat, if you don't cast that bless within 6 seconds, the spell slot is gone.
Okay, then she won't do that. She'll just kind of keep it. It'll be like at the front of her brain then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Val would kind of just give everybody a once over and just be like, well, into the breach, I guess. And he would start descending down the stairs, but he would have his silvered short sword in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Alright then, let me take you down to the map. And I will switch over what the stream can see. I will zoom in for you all.
Dun dun dun.
It is Valdis that is first down.
Aurora would follow.
Okay.
I think because we set up the marching order last session, I believe it was Valdis, Saya, Austra, Aurora, and NTS.
Well,
Aurora.
because of the lack of people, we will say that TS
Yeah.
and Saya are at the back.
Right, okay.
I mean, I was gonna say Aurora is meant to be a front line. It doesn't really make sense having front line in the back where she can't get to anyone.
I'm just saying that's how it was set up last time.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make sense to have her in the back when she's like, when it's like single file rows. It's like push shove. Like, let me get up there to actually do what I'm supposed to do. I can't do anything from back here.
Is anyone casting any kind of light source?
I don't really. I would say no, but that's just because Asher doesn't want to like alert anybody. Because everybody's got dark vision, so in theory they can see everything.
Yeah.
Granted, it's in shades of grey.
So I'll describe the room for you before you move in any further. This undercraft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wood pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. There is candlelight from the chapel above that is slipping through the cracks, but it is not enough to see by. But you can see a gaunt shape in the far corner.
Oh boy. Well, I think we found who's been screaming this entire time.
Are they like chained up or anything, or is it literally like they're just standing in the corner?
At the moment, it's almost, the best way of putting it is like crouching fetal. They're up on their haunches, knees brought up to their chest, staring right at you, arms kind of in front of them in a half defensive, half preparation stance.
Are you hurt? Are you okay?
Can Aurora have her weapon ready since Valdis has his?
Sure.
Yeah. Just out, but like more casually lowered. And she can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say so she can bring it up when needed. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Do I smell any blood?
You don't, actually.
Hmm.
I won't even make you roll a perception check for that. There is not even the hint of it down here.
Interesting. Okay. I guess Val would kind of call out to them, like, "We're here to rescue you! Are you unarmed?"
There's definitely a moment where the figure in the corner seems to be sizing you up. You haven't left the stairs leading back up to the undercroft, so he has stayed in this corner, but you watch now as he comes out of this hunched protective stance, and he's still, don't get me wrong, the best way I describe the physicality is Gollum. It's very hunched over, on his haunches, watching you as you don't come closer, but you're definitely paying him a lot more attention. He's hidden behind one of the support beams at the moment. But he does
Val will kind of just
hear you.
whisper to both Aurora and Austra. I have a feeling that he isn't quite human anymore. Be on your guard. And he'll just grip his sword tighter.
Are we okay to come closer, or would you prefer us to stay away?
There isn't a response for a little bit, and couple of pregnant pauses hanging in the air, and then all you hear is a very long, drawn out
Long drawn out what?
Yep.
You kind of cut out, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Obviously, the mic isn't powerful enough to pick it up. He breathes in, like a long inhale.
Oh, immediately on the fucking defensive. Val will kind of, I guess, step, like, to the side and immediately square his shoulders. This is a starving vampire. Like, he smells the blood racing through our veins. He wants to fucking kill us type of shit. So he immediately gets into a battle stance mode.
Doesn't move closer to you at all, though. Keeps the distance, sizing you up.
Oh. Are we still locked in
Oh, yes, you are.
movement?
That would be why. Carry on.
Val will kind of just step closer a little bit. He's very much aware that this little boy, whoever he was, is not there anymore. He's kind of just humoring Austra a little bit. He keeps giving them like looks over his shoulder, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Can I just kill him already?
Just as you look at it, it's pure confusion because she's at the back, and so I can't actually see the token. So I can't actually see this creature. Now I can, taking a step forward, but this whole time it's just kind of been like, I don't know, look of pure confusion and like raising of shoulders.
Aurora will just slightly off.
And then,
Just-
for the sake of continuity, we'll put Saya and TS on the map.
You need help.
The figure steps out of the shadows slightly, and through the crisscrossing wooden supports for the ceilings, you're now getting a better look at this. I think it's safe to say that you were all expecting a boy. Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm
because
wrong.
didn't the fucking, oh my god, Donovich, I think, the priest, he was saying how his son was locked down here or something.
Mm-hmm. But his son is not a child. They have the body of a young adult man. Admittedly narrow, thin, gaunt, long, bedraggled hair, and pale skin, but definitely adult.
Hmm. Val will step forward a little bit more. Just with a very with a smile on his face. Just, there's no need to be scared. We're here to help you. He's not really telling the truth, but he's trying to be more inviting so he can see more of the figure and be like, ah, yes, this man is a vampire. It's fine. My conscience will be clean.
Are you actively trying to coax them towards you? Or are you just trying to, like, soothe them?
More of like soothe them. Like lull them into a false sense of security so they let their guard down enough.
Mm-hmm. He comes a little bit closer. Between the slats and the wooden scaffolding.
Does he look wounded at all?
No.
Or just like emaciated?
Not that you can see, but emaciated. You can see, now as he's coming closer. There's a difference between having defined cheekbones and jaw and just having no musculature in your face. And as he props a hand on one of the support beams, you can see every bone, every sinew, every knuckle just exaggerated against the wood.
Val will kind of narrow his eyes a bit, and he will take a ration out of his bag and toss it to them.
Is it clear for everybody to see like that this is a vampire? Or are we still a bit like, oh, it's a child?
Actually, in fairness, there isn't any outward signs of vampirism.
Okay.
This looks like a person that's been locked in the basement for you don't know how long. They've been calling out saying that they're starving, and looking at them, that's not an exaggeration. They're wasting away.
Yeah. Val will chuck a ration kind of at the floor at them.
Where are you aiming the ration? Where your cursor was.
Can I...
Yeah, you should be able to ping.
Here.
There? Okay.
Yeah.
They stay where they are, but they get down on their haunches to scoop up the ration, and they do begin to eat it.
Okay. Val will untense just a little bit. They're eating human food. He's still not completely sure. He's still cautious and very much on guard. But he kind of gives a smile. See? We're here to help. Don't be afraid.
Why are you locked down here?
He does look towards the group, but there is a moment of like, he has stuffed so much food in his mouth to try and take in as much as possible that when he tries to speak to you, he actually starts to choke on the amount of food that's in his mouth.
Oh, jeez.
And has to actually lean to the side and cough it up because he started choking himself on the dry hardtack.
Does he get it clear, or do we go over to do the Heimlich?
That's up to you.
Val will step forward and like take off his water skin and basically like hold it out. Because you can't really chuck a water skin because it might break. So
He comes around the other, because there isn't enough room technically to go between these support beams in terms of like D&D mapping rules. So he goes up and around to be in front of you to then take the water skin and doesn't immediately drink from it, as you can see him like wiping the back of his mouth where like crumbs and bits of like dried bacon have kind of stuck to his face. He works that away first, clearing the muck off his face, but then does uncap the water skin and take, a decent gulp, but he's learned this time. Like, he takes a bit of a sip, clears his throat, then takes another sip, and holds the, the water skin back out to you.
Val will take it, like, he'll kind of look at him like, is that it? Do you need more? And if he doesn't really say anything, Val will take the water skin back with a smile.
No, as he hands it back, and now that you're up close and personal, Valdis, you can see the family resemblance between this young man and the preacher upstairs. It's the same pointed chin, the same, what are rosy cheeks on the preacher are now like quite sharp cheekbones on the boy. Same dark hair, and the same very light blue eyes. It's like there's definitely a family resemblance here. But he hands back the water skin, and as you take it, he gives you a smile. And that's when you see them.
The fangs.
Fangs, pointed, smiling. And he looks to you and goes, I can smell your blood. And he lunges.
I fucking knew it.
Need
Alright.
all of you to roll initiative as we are going into combat.
Okay.
I knew it. Bitch, I fucking knew it.
I thought I changed that. I'm fucking sad. And then we have...
Oof.
I love how much red is just in this group's dice for this campaign.
And in fairness, it is
I think everybody read
thematic.
the memo.
It is thematic that the sun is going to go first.
Hmm.
So he makes 2 attacks, and it makes sense that they're going to be against Valdis. But I will say that it's not going to be with advantage because you were. This isn't a surprise. You were
Oh,
prepared
not at all.
for something to happen. So there's going to be an attack with the claws. $16.
16 hits.
Okay. Doing 8 points of slashing damage to you. That should have gone automatically.
It did not, but I will put it in manually.
How dare it? I'm pretty sure you're targeted. Ah, well, it'll be alright. So then, next it's going to do... No, it is going to do the damage against you, and then it's going to do another claw attack against you. 17. Doing another 8 points of damage to you.
Hmm.
This is Foundry. The beauty of the gift of the previous DM, essentially.
Yes.
But that will be the end.
Bless him and his travels.
Oh, that'll be why I technically didn't start combat. Bastards.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Shh. So it is now Austra's turn.
Yeah, my computer screen just went haywire.
Rip.
Okay. Love this. Okay, so that is an action, but okay. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire onto
Mm-hmm.
the thing.
Yeah, place the template.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's only. The thing is, do I select what gets picked, or is it literally just anything in that?
Any creature in the area.
That's annoying. It's gonna get Valdis.
Well, what is it? It's a 20-foot cube. So yeah, you'd have to angle it away so that the creature is the only thing that's hit. I guess technically... Yeah, so replacing template.
Yeah, our DM is currently traveling at the minute. Oh, our other DM. Bless him and his adventures wherever they may lead him. I can't twist this, which is really annoying, because usually you would probably be able to twist it. But obviously you can't twist on this.
No, unfortunately not. Yeah, because of the proximity of Valdis, like, even if you were to get a corner some way, like, you are going to hit it and Valdis.
Okay, I am so sorry. I'm hoping...
So
I'm hoping Valdis.
We're going to need Valdis to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Rip.
I'm sorry, Valdis.
Okay.
That's an 18.
So both of them succeeded. So you cast the spell, and it technically hasn't worked. But always worth the attempt.
Okay. So you said it's too short for us to get through here, right?
Yes. So you have to go up and around.
2, 3, and 4. If we box them in, they can't go anywhere.
Stab the bitch!
And getting the greatsword out, and then, because everything else is a bonus action spell, that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is now TS's turn. D, you're in the chat, I think. Shrug. What would you like to do? Oh, the lore for Strahd is amazing.
What software do you use for the maps?
Hmm?
'Cause
Oh,
Xander was asking.
I use a software that is in early access called Dungeon Alchemist. Genuinely just a beautiful time.
The dice comes on Foundry. We basically are bougie and we edit our dice. Because we're extra. And characters, Ness drew his. And then I think there's a different software or an app that we use to do the character designs. I can't remember the names of them.
Yeah, we essentially use free copyright AI art where we can. Alright then, D, I see you're in the chat. What do you want TS to do? Assuming you want him to move up. Or he can stay at the back. That is completely up to you. Would like to close the distance, take his symbiotic form during catch-up thingy. Starts there. Shillelagh. So... TS features... symbiotic entity. Okay, yep. That goes down to 1. Oh, it's made me do that. Fair enough. You deal your Halo spell damage roll. The damage dice the second time and add it to the total. Melee weapon attacks deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. Okay. So, yeah, bonus action, cast Shillelagh, and then we're going to do the distance. Why is it not letting me move you? Oh, it's because I'm on the measuring tool. That'd be why.
And it happens.
We can close the distance to get you to there. But with the amount of people surrounding, that's probably the best place for you. Unless you'd rather me do the movement, so you went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you went to there. It feels like I'm playing a Ouija board. It's like looking at the chat, waiting for a response.
I love that analogy so much.
Please, spirit, speak to me.
Give us direction.
Whichever one puts me closer. This one puts you like the closest in terms of like you're next to the creature, so we'll put you there. But that is your movement, action, and bonus action, so that is now Aurora's turn.
Alright. Aurora is going to up to it. It would help if I moved out of the measuring tool. I would like to, ideally, the map doesn't let me do this, but I'd like to be more of like right here between the pillars to help box it in.
So the best that you can do, because the pillars have been built too close together, is that you can try and do a slash through, but it's going to be a difficult thing to aim for.
Okay.
Were you here? Oh, you were here, weren't you?
Yes.
So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get to the other side of me with 30 feet of movement.
There. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I've been looking over a couple of different things for her to do. In this case, she will try Searing Smite.
Okay, bonus action to do Searing Smite.
Hey. Apologies if anyone can hear the crying baby in the background. He is not feeling good.
Little baby boy.
Yeah. a sheet to work with. Okay. Oh, I'll just put that in there. I want to roll it.
Well, you still need to attack.
Ah.
It's just something that you've attached to your
Okay.
next weapon attack.
Gotcha. Or not.
So it's still active. It lasts for a minute. It's just something that we all have to remember for the next time that you hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That will be her turn then.
I feel like we've missed Saya.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, Saya's at the very bottom.
She's all the way at the bottom, yeah.
Valdis.
Cool. Val is literally just going to smirk at him and just... I knew you'd wake up eventually. I'm going to put Hexblade's Curse on him
Mm-hmm.
as a bonus action, and then swing the silvered short sword as the action.
Are we doing flanking rules?
No.
I've got to be where we want. Okay.
So I will go swipey swipey. I believe it's regular.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just bonus damage. Okay, cool.
Oh,
That was almost a fucking 19. Are you kidding me? It's fine, don't worry about it.
No one is close enough for your natural 1 effect to affect anyone.
Oh my
Good.
god.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I just fudged it a little bit. It's fine, don't worry about it.
It's fine.
So that was bonus action and action. I guess free speech. Silvered weapons go? Question mark. End turn.
Okay then, on Saya's turn. Because of the creature and what it has to do, I'm tempted to do a lightning lure.
Ooh. That's
Fuck 'em up, babe.
interesting.
Okay.
Kill them. Ooh.
If I move to there, definitely enough. So yeah, target that. And then go. Okay, so you watch as Saya brings this arcane energy around her fingertips, lightning crackling. She reaches back almost like a bullwhip to throw the lightning at the vampire spawn. Unfortunately, it wraps around his wrist and he is able to almost pull the lightning into him. Like it's like those old action movies where it's like, oh, I tried to crack you with a whip, and you grab the whip and you're now pulling me towards you.
Oh no.
So she really quickly dispels the magic to stop that being the effect. But yeah, that is
We
everything.
can't just hit this motherfucker, huh?
Apparently not. So now it is their turn. And why not? Why not target a boy?
Oh, come on.
I need to read wording on something.
Actually,
Actually?
don't take that damage.
Okay.
You are now grappled.
Oh, great.
And it's gonna pull you in. Teeth glinting, spit dripping from the fangs. There's a 15.
15 is meets it, beats it, right?
Yes, but Foundry doesn't like that rule, so... Okay. You take 10 points in total. 4 of it is piercing damage. And then 3 of it. Wait, no, why is it 10? Oh, because it's plus 3. Yeah, so 7 of it is piercing damage. 3 of it is necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 3.
Great.
As you feel the teeth sink into your neck as it pulls you in to this embrace. When it pulls away, you can see your lifeblood on its face. And it gives you this smile that's just blissed out ecstasy. Alstra.
Okay. Bonus action spiritual weapon. Can I get
Most spells would
that?
activate, you would need to make a con save. That's fair enough. So I will make that con save for you. That is a 19, and I don't believe they take damage if they succeed.
For what?
D's abilities.
Oh, right, my bad.
Go for it, Astra.
Spiritual weapon. I'm wondering if I can drop it here, because it's technically only a spiritual thing, and not a physical thing.
No, because it still needs to occupy a 5-foot square.
Ah.
This is why Saya was trying to drag him out from in between these barriers.
Yeah, so I may have been onto something. In theory, then, can I float it above it? In theory. So it can swing down and hit.
In theory, yeah, because that is a 5-foot square that it can occupy.
Okay, I'd like to do that, please.
Sure.
And then it will roll to attack. So that is... That is 21 hit?
21 does it.
Okay. It takes 2. Why is that pink?
Taking 6 points of damage. Okay.
And then for my action, I'm going to hit it with the silvered greatsword. Oh,
Hey, fucking oh.
and as that
Kill 'em.
happens,
Ooh.
I'm just going to bring this greatsword down and just scream, "You didn't get consent!" and just slash. So that's 14.
Yeah.
Listen, this is why I love you. This is why you're my favorite. You come in and back me up when I make stupid decisions.
There's nothing else I can do. That's my turn.
Alright then. I'm assuming, TS, that you're going to want to make a shillelagh stab at the creature. So I'm doing it because I'm assuming. It'd help if I actually had the creature targeted. The beauty of piloting 7 different people. Misses, unfortunately. As you try to get through to this creature, but it's agile, it's more deft than you ever would believe. In a blink of an eye, you were aiming straight for the ribs, but it twists out the way and just glares at you. Anything else on your turn?
I have
Course.
lucky charms!
Alright then, Aurora.
She will try to hit it again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, kids have been acting up between turns, making it a little hard to focus for a sec.
It's all good. That's a natural 19, so yeah.
I fucking love this shit. Let's
Nice.
go.
Okay, give me 1 second. My thing just kind of screwed up and
Oh,
yeah, I see why. Yeah, I think
7?
as
6 or 7?
as a group, 6 or 7. As some people have been playing with each other longer than others.
Yeah.
I've been playing for like 9 years.
I think I've been playing for 7.
Mm.
6 or 7.
It do be a hodgepodge of different groups coming together.
Okay,
A long ass fucking time,
Yeah.
basically.
okay, don't know why my browser is screwing up with Foundry right now. Is there... Okay, I'm seeing... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the thing. There's, like, rolls from, Ness, so is mine right above that?
No, yours is at the very bottom.
Okay, my thing is apparently being really weird, then I just reloaded it. I'm gonna have to probably reload it again after this.
Well, I'll
You got a 23.
Okay, cool, so I am looking at the right numbers.
So for the Searing Smite, the vampire succeeded.
Okay.
Which means... Okay, so you automatically do an extra 1d6. Oh, I shouldn't have made the con save then. Okay, so we'll take the damage from that, which I believe it has done. Yes, and then if you roll an extra d6 for me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's telling me every time I keep trying to reload, it keeps telling me that my browser does not currently support the stuff for rendering on Foundry, so I can't see anything on the map. I'm trying to reload again. So yeah.
You might just have to completely close out of the browser and then reopen it again.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, that's fair. You technically
I got it on a new tab. Cool.
Uh-huh.
I can see shit now.
Anything else on your turn?
Where did the boy go?
I don't know.
He just disappeared.
Apparently, this man decides to vanish. So I will put the health back to what it was. There we go. Why is it not wanting to... Alright, there we go. Sure. It's being weird. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. So we did your longsword damage. It is technically on fire. Anything else on your turn?
I thought I said no and ended turn, but
Yes, no, yes you have. So now it is Valdis.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't have any
Yeah.
control, so.
Woo. So, I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm going to disengage, please.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go. Probably over here. I still want to have a clear line of sight, but I do want to get out of grabbing range.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That was action. Do I have any bonus action spells at all? I mean, I have you, but I already... Can you put 2 hexes on at the same time?
No, it's a one-time thing.
God damn it. Because I have my, Hexblade hex, then I have regular hex.
Oh, no, they're 2 separate things. So if you want to cast
Okay,
Hex,
cool.
you can do.
Extra get fucked. Cool. So I go, point finger, get fucked, and the hex just sears into his flesh, and it's fine. That was action, bonus action, and movement, so I am out of the way. Do damage.
Okay. So again, I think it's this thing of moving here and doing the same thing again. Trying to get him out of this area, trying to make it so that he's not penned in by... Go on. I've been rolling too well, I'll be honest.
Yeah. You mean.
Yeah. The dice
they're
gods
not.
are in your favor today.
They're not on the initiative, so I need to re-add them. Oh, and they were where they originally were. That's fine. So, Vampire Spawn's turn. You've ran away, Valdis.
Hmm.
And then now, on quite all sides, surrounded. Okay. TS, you've become the new target of their ire.
Do you said at the start of their turn it's another con save?
No, that is fair enough.
Fail
Saving
it, fail
throw.
it, fail it, fail it, fail it,
Fail,
fail it,
fail.
fail it, fail it, fail
That
it.
is a 9. I have no idea if that
Get
fails.
fucked.
Did it fail, D? Did it fail? Can the bloodsucker suck it?
Spell save DC, which is 14. So yeah, it fails.
Get fucked.
Yay!
So he takes a D4 necrotic damage, and then it's also an extra. Roll the dice second time and add it to the total, so it's actually 2d4 rather than 1d4. Okay. The beauty of playing 5 people at once. Okay. So it does take the damage from the spores, but that doesn't stop it from attacking you. You do notice, however, the 3 of you at the top, that as it turns to move towards TS, some of the wounds that you'd inflicted begin to seal back up. It seems that taking in some
it.
of Valdis's vitality has meant that it's now more capable.
Hey, if you were alive, I'd do that shit too.
That is a natural 1.
Hey, yo, get fucked.
Hit yourself! Hit yourself!
Depends on what he rolls. An inapplicable roll.
Oh, we have
as
a
he goes to
sorcerer.
TS again.
Our sorcerer is here.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late arrival.
You've technically already used your reaction for the Halo of Spores, so that can't be done again. No you can't, because you already used that. Okay, TS taking 7 points of slashing damage as the claws rake against your stomach. But I think, yeah, because it's done the 2 attacks, so that is everything that it can do on its turn. Austra.
Bonk it with the spiritual weapon, hit it with the great sword. I don't want to place that. Okay.
Hey yo, dirty 20, let's go.
I need to change this dice. I don't like the fact it's pink.
Both
Nice.
hitting. Both doing damage.
Nice.
Pick on someone your own size! And slash.
I can't help it, I'm a short king.
Okay then, TS, I'm assuming that you're gonna do another shillelagh stab. Although, you can also use your turn to try to break out of the grapple that the spawn has got you in right now. So you've technically got the choice of 2 options. It's the... Ah, fair enough. But yes, you can technically do either, and I will leave it up to you which one you do. I would rather be melee stab time. That is fair enough. It would help if I targeted the boy. That unfortunately misses. Considering he's controlling your center of gravity, it's hard for you to be able to get a swipe on the center mass. Anything else? It actually sucks that your internet is good enough that you can be here for the stream, and not good enough to be a part of the chat. My god, man. Okay. I'm gonna move on to Aurora, but if you come in saying that you would do something as a bonus action, I'll bring it in.
Alright, so Aurora, more sword and board, or sword in her case. If she gets this, she's gonna basically tack on a divine smite.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, target picker tutorial. Okay, go away. Seriously, dice.
And with it, is that a natural
Check on
2?
Nala.
Oh,
I can hear
Yeah.
her meowing from down here.
Yeah,
Thank you. Bye.
that was 2.
alright. Anything else?
Do. You know what? Yeah, just for do. Yeah, it's a bonus action, so she'll use Celestial Revelation.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically she's got glowing wings right now. Well,
I mean, feel free
last
to pop it in the
one
chat
next
so we can read it out.
fair enough. Can I just post? There we go.
Seti is asking how we all met.
In my
Asha.
case, yeah. Well, in my case, Mythical Princess, aka Saya over here, introduced me to everybody else via a common game that like 9/10 of us all play. So, I met everybody slowly.
I met everybody because of the current DMs.
As I say, I'm pretty sure Allie introduced me, or Mythics introduced me to like everybody, and then like I met.
I did. I pulled you into our world.
Yeah, you got me into meeting everybody because of DVD, and then kind
But
of
it was
just
you
evolved.
that got me into D&D though.
Yes.
Come
Yes,
full
a little-
circle.
Yes, a little one shot that was completely theater of the mind.
I'm just gonna blast his face off. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
Hell yeah!
So remember, you do an extra 1d6 because
Yeah,
of your
D6.
hex.
Plus 1d6. You got. $15 damage.
He took a decent chunk of damage. As you... Where are you aiming?
I am probably aiming for his chest, because that's going to be the largest target.
Mm-hmm. So you blast forward into the chest, and you do hit. You can see where the blast has almost ricocheted upwards, has blown off the flesh of his chest, and blown open the cavity that's like clavicle connected to collarbone.
Oof.
It is now just like
Lovely.
a gaping, ragged hole of meat where there was once a whole body.
Val will kind of just curl his lip in disgust and just, gods, you smell awful. And end turn.
Alright then, so get him.
My time to shine. My time to shine. Wait, where are we?
The
I
church's
love that
basement.
so much.
Can... Why is there a box here?
Oh, that's because of spiritual weapons, and it made me put down a template.
To be fair,
Oh,
you can
okay.
you can delete the smaller template. To be fair, because that is just for the spiritual weapon.
I don't know how to delete it.
I believe if you go to where is the drawing tool? Ah, there we go. Yeah. And I am gonna get rid of the fairy fire just because
Thank you.
everyone failed. So, but yeah, if you go into the measurement controls, you can then clear templates and go that way.
Thank you. I did not
Am
know
I
that.
able to see
Yeah.
the vamp? That's here, right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. What do I have here? What's up my sleeve?
To answer your question while Sayers looking through their spells, I don't have a DMPC in this campaign, because my players specifically said in Session 0 that they want it to be hard, they want it to be brutal, and they are planning on dying. They already have once.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
But it didn't stick, so...
My mommy brought me back to life. It's fine.
But Mummy also made it clear it was a one-time thing and that's never happening again.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay. Vampires like the darkness. I'm not a fan of that, but I'm a shadow sorcerer anyway. So, anyway, scorching ray. Yes.
Get light on fire, idiot.
And cast a spell, second level. Ha ha ha. Attack. Oh, I do this 3 times, right?
Mm-hmm. So the first one misses.
Oh, we're back down to the single digits again.
So then roll another attack. Mm-hmm. Me and Ray went to university together.
Yep.
Did that hit?
And I am so thankful
13.
every single day that you saw my
Does not hit.
quiet, self-conscious, introverted self in the corner, linked my arm and said, you're going to be my friend.
None of those hit, as each
Apparently-
ray hits either a wood support or the floor, lighting up the area, the clay underfoot blasting up like it's been hit with a landmine, but none of them actually touch the vampire.
Rip.
Apparently, it's not my time to shine.
Don't
I guess
worry,
only-
it's been happening to all of us this entire time.
Only Arabella's allowed to use fire. Got it. Okay. No, that was my sorcerer in the last one. Real hothead. Lovely princess, though.
When she's not threatening to ass and everything.
When she's not
There we
threatening
go.
to kill your fucking dad, so you have to stand over her body like, bitch, try me.
What happened?
When you were threatening to kill Maxwell and Aspen was ready to tear your fucking throat out.
Yeah, well, she had her reasons. ...
Misses. Okay. That's fair. We'll go for another claw then. Doing damage. TS taking another 7. You can, if you want to, do absorb elements if you want to. But I'll leave that up to you.
Does anybody else have the, like, Kahoot theme go off in their head as they're waiting for the response?
Oh, pretty much. It's fully just there, like, let's see.
Do,
Oh, I-
do, 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 do,
Oh, I get the like, what was it, Jeopardy,
I would say, yeah.
or Wheel of Fortune,
Okay.
like do 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 do.
Mm.
Am I old? Because I don't know any of these.
How do you not know Jeopardy?
You're not American, so just nod.
Ah, rip, you know what,
Not
fair.
all.
You have resistance to trigger damage type until the start of your next turn, also the first time the melee attack on your next turn. The target
Alex,
takes
I'll
an
take
extra.
D&D for 5,000.
So in response to SETI, these are new characters for this campaign.
Fair enough. So, TS actually takes 5 less damage as he casts a spell to absorb the strike. Why does that keep happening? I don't like it. I don't want it. You're just being a little bastard, man.
Me at work every day of my life.
Okay. But that is the end of the vampire's turn as both of his attacks shredding into TS. I'd say, yeah, TS is looking bloody now.
Great, and it's my turn. Okay. In that case, then TS is looking bloodied, but it says injured.
Well, yeah, because
Rather,
because the Foundry has a different set of Words. I'm telling you, he looks bloodied.
Okay, cool. Let's go over to here. Let's actually do the cleric thing. I will do cure wounds on him.
Shout out to Xander, who actually did the Jeopardy question. Thank you.
That's a max healing I can put into this boy. So that's 12. And then bonus action will bonk with the spiritual weapon again.
Okay. Actually, yeah, it should have.
It's no, I don't want to place the template.
Then don't.
I'm
Just
trying
roll.
not to, but it doesn't give me that option. And now the spawns disappeared.
Yeah, because every time I edit their health, it just moves them, and I'm like, why are you doing this?
When I click damage and it just rolled the attack again when it hit the first time.
I was gonna say whatever first one you did, it's now gone because I only see the 9.
Rip!
Says you did cure wounds and then you did the 9.
Yeah, as in I clicked it to roll and it was, I think it said 16 in total or something. And then I must have clicked roll again instead of attack, and now it's gone to a 9.
Okay, just roll the attack again until you get it hits. There you go.
Okay.
And then damage. Are you sure you're targeting the creature?
I did target it, but then obviously it disappeared and came back again.
Right, okay. Doing maths. Okay. Alright, don't press enter. I'm learning things. That the
I'm
end
not
of your
pressing
turn?
anything. Yeah, it's bonus action.
And now TS all the thing isn't on there. Bloody hell.
Rip! It's fine. Welcome to 20 Sides of Failure, where everything decides to break constantly, all the time, forever and always.
As long as the initiative was above. For fuck's sake. Aurora, your turn. What are you doing?
She will try to bonk now that she's got the celestial, the wings and everything going on. Also, quick question, because the last hit didn't go through. Did I lose the spell slot with Divine Smite?
No, because you never actually cast it.
Okay. Okie doke. Well, same thing. If she gets a hit on this, she's gonna tack on a Divine Smite.
You got it! You don't got it, never
come
mind.
on. That was almost a 19! You darn dice. I'm gonna have to go start rolling. I'm gonna have to start rolling my real dice over here if this keeps up. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have really anything that she can do that would be useful for a bonus action, and she's not gonna move, so that is end of turn.
Okay.
Boot. Alright, so, guess what I'm gonna do? Woo.
Whoa.
It was 1d6, yeah? I'm not...
An extra
tripping.
D6, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, fuck.
There we go, that hits.
Yay!
Oh, wait, no, the D6 isn't added to the attack, but it would still hit anyway.
Ignore that. Totally. I did the correct thing. Don't worry
Yeah, the
about it.
the d6 goes to the damage, not the attack.
I totally remembered that. Yeah! Get fucked. Just fucking... I literally... The best thing ever is imagining the Eldritch Blast is just finger guns. Just pew, pew, pew! It's fine, don't worry about it.
As
Just
it
gets
should be.
hit in the face. Just straight up. Bam, bam. Get fucked.
Anything else for you?
I am all good. I'm just taking pot shots at this man until he goes down, so I can burn him afterwards.
Completely fair. A natural 20 on the
Holy
shillelagh.
shit. Kill him.
Doing 11 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
This is a good boy. He's doing good shit. Look at the child stabbing him in the ribs.
We love
Proud of you,
TS.
sweetie. Baby's first vampire.
Okay then. Saya.
Okay. You avoided my scorching ray. I don't like that. I don't like you. Da 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 da. I do. I throw at you. I mean, yeah, throw at you. I'm going to... Yeah, I haven't used this one before, so I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to cast Sword Burst, and I'm going to move up towards the vampire.
Okay. Energy circle spectral bangs sweep around you. All other creatures within 5 feet of you must succeed on a dex save. Okay. So you need to move right up to him to do that. And they succeed.
Rip.
Yo! Why? Take the hit! Stay dead! But you're badly injured, so... Fuck. Okay. Okay. Well, on the off chance. Free speech. You're pissing me off. Just die already. Okay. End of turn.
Okay. With a smile, the sun lets go of TS and turns to you, Saya. Fresh meat. As they're going to attack you with their claws. Getting a natural 19.
Oh.
You are now grappled. And now they're going to bite you. Or try to, anyway.
If this motherfucker heals more, I'm gonna cry.
That one does miss,
Oh!
however.
You sit up 5 feet in front of you! That's a good thing.
Listen, don't jinx yourself. You're making it worse.
He bit his lip.
I'm gonna have my cocky moment. Hold on.
You do realise that because of the claw, he's actually holding you in place by digging his fingers into your ribs, right?
Did I mention that was out of character and not in character?
Okay. Houstra.
That's some rib tickling. Okay. Yeah, let's bonk with the spiritual weapon and bonk with the actual weapon. Why is that not working?
That hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Honestly, I'm rolling so well, and I'm pretty sure it's because of our new friends. Let her go! And just bonks in between.
Alright then, Aurora. Go get him.
Fuck him up.
I was gonna say, let's see if she can hit something this time. This pretty placed dice. You get one last turn before, with DM's permission, I start rolling normal dice.
Misses, unfortunately.
Rip.
Ugh. DM permission to grab real dice.
Permission not granted, as other people are also rolling shit with digital dice.
That is fair.
And I'm also rolling shit with digital dice.
That is fair.
Alright then, Valdis.
Yeah. All right, one more time. Blast his face off. Come on, we got this. We fucking got this. Let's go. 21.
Yay!
All right, come on.
14 points of damage.
Val will kind of just show off his own fangs a little bit with a big smile with blood just like painted across his teeth.
Very nice. Anything else?
I am all set to go.
Alright then, TS. Continuing as he means to go on. Stab this man in the gut. That's another natural 20 for TS.
I love this boy. This boy.
Yes! Woo!
16 damage to this man. My god.
You got this. Oh my fucking god. He's on death's door. Let's go.
Is that what TS stands for? Tiny Shanker?
Let's go.
God knows at this point. Oh, that is actually beautiful. Go on then, Saya.
Kill him. Finish him. Finish him.
I would like to.
You can't move, because you are technically grappled by the creature. But that's not necessarily stopped you before.
True. That's okay. Shocking grasp it is.
Ayo.
You touch me, I touch back. And it hurts.
No, don't say the word.
An 18 will hit. Roll your damage. 4 lightning. It is still up and standing, but it does not look happy or healthy. Burnt, singed, bits of flesh carved away and bleeding onto the floor. The blood, like almost a thick, coagulated ichor more than blood.
Do I still have sword burst around me to like hurt him? Or does that? Because I mean, it doesn't say it's a concentration spell though.
No, but I'm thinking it's a yeah, it's an action that you just do in the moment. You don't still have the swords around you.
Okay, just making sure. I read that right.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it had disappeared. Okay. All right. Who's ever next? Aside from the vampire, finish him off.
Okay. Some of its wounds do restitch. But it still doesn't look healthy or happy. As it turns to you, Saya, and decides to make a meal of you. It's going to try and bite you. With a 14, that's still going to hit you.
Great, he's gonna heal even more.
Okay. You take the full 14. Your maximum HP is reduced by 6. And it heals 6.
Oh, that's not good.
And then it's going to claw you. Which also hits.
Oh boy.
Down.
Rip Saya, this is where she actually dies.
Saya is unconscious. And I'd say because of the direction that he is facing, Valdis, you see this look of pure glee.
Oh god.
As he
He's
looks
already
down,
done his actions, so he
has
can't he can't do anything worse.
But you get an insight into what might be his port of call next turn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. Bitch needs to die before he gets another turn, or else Saya's fucked.
Astra.
Yeah. Guess it's what I've been doing this whole time.
17's gonna hit.
Okay, so that's 10. And then short sword, not short sword, great sword.
Fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him.
That is all I can do because that's my bonus action and my action.
You're
I kinda just
carving
want-
flesh off of him.
So, turn around and fight me! Just end the turn.
Alright then, Aurora.
Alright, let's see if Aurora can finally maybe hit something.
Desperation is driving your sword strikes. And they're not finding any mark.
Apparently. Yeah, I believe... Sorry, trying to navigate spellbook. Okay, okay, so that will be end of turn for her.
Alright then, Valdis.
Alright. Fucking kill him. Please, God. Please. Please, 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 please.
That hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay, we're good. Okay, so just, fucking, just do it. Oh, thank God.
How would you like to do this, Valdis?
Yes!
Alright. Seeing the self-satisfied smile on his face, the bloodlust in his eyes. Val just, he doesn't need to, but he just slowly breathes and aims his shot. And he just, a small prayer up to Madame, just please let this work, as he aims straight for his fucking head. As he fires off the Eldritch Blast, the green, rippling, sickly energy just blows his fucking skull open.
As part of the death rattle, as the Eldritch Blast goes up through the jaw, there is a final cry of pain that peters out into a disgusting gurgle as this creature is drowning in its own ichor. The body falls backward and slumps to the floor.
Eat shit, Henry.
Literally eat shit, Henry. Get fucked.
Straight over.
I'm gonna be
Healing.
crawling over the whoever the fuck, dragging the body away, and I'm lighting it on fire before it can get back up.
Okay. What are you using to burn the body?
I've got a tinderbox.
Yeah, fair enough. So you drag the body off to the side. Make just a general perception check for me.
Perception. That was a 4.
Oh yeah, this is a great idea to do. Go for it.
I'm suddenly feeling unsure about my life choices.
Oh no, like you're there, like you want to burn him right now. Go for it.
Do any of us clock this?
I mean, yeah, you can see him dragging the body away and getting his tinderbox out.
Do you think that's a good idea? In a place that is built with wood.
Yep, points at one of the like beams, like what she said.
Right.
Also, thank you for the heals.
You're welcome.
That's probably a good call. Val will just put his tinderbox away, and then take out his sword and just start chopping his head off. Just decapitate, and then as soon as that's done, then we bring the body outside of the church, and then we light it on fire.
Thinking that might be best.
Yeah, Val kind of just gives you, like, a grateful smile, as just was a bit, heat of the moment. You know, a little bit of loss of blood, I'm not entirely thinking straight, but when am I ever? Just tosses you a wink.
Okay, well, you're badly injured, so just goes over and just
He'll give you like a hand, like you can shake my hand to heal me.
I literally, she holds up a finger, pokes it into like, the palm of your hand, and I'll use healing hand, so that's 2d4 plus 4, so you get 8.
Yay!
Why is it
Thank
the
you.
+4? Because I thought it was just 2d4 equal to your...
It is 2d4, that's my bad. It is 2d4, my bad.
Yes, whatever. It's still better than I have now, so I'll
It's
take it.
4.
Thank you. That got rid of the ache in my neck.
I just go over, because I imagine you're also dragging this body,
Oh yeah.
and can I just attempt to just like fireman carry it, or just sling it over my shoulder to carry it out of here? Because these two are in really bad shape.
Yeah, I'd say that because of the gaunt frame of this creature, barely like a sack of potatoes, you're fine.
Okay, I just... Alright, come on, let's go burn a vampire.
Okay.
At least we got to do something interesting today.
Yeah, I'm taking this vampire upstairs, and then I'll be coming back down to search this whole place.
Now that we're not worried about Valdis maybe burning the place down, Aurora's gonna be looking at her wings, trying to like, how do I work these before they poof out of existence?
Describe your wings to me.
Ooh.
What do they look like? What color are they?
Given everything she is, I would go with a more kind of like angel wing-ish. Like more light and like light based and like kind of feathery type look.
The kind of structure where it doesn't look like it should be able to lift you up, but they could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, just very like angel wing styled.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
She's kind of just looking them over, poking them where she can, just like, this is new. She's not saying anything about it, she's just kind of like curious.
As soon as we burn this body, don't worry, I'll compliment your wigs.
Yay. They'll probably be gone by then, but yay.
Don't worry about it. I saw them. I've got them imprinted into my brain. It's fine.
Heck yeah.
I'll ask you if you can spare any feathers.
Yeah, she'd probably follow everybody out while she's doing that, or like pause, do that, and then follow everybody out.
Okay. So, you bring the body back upstairs. He never went to join you, but you do see Ismark there, ready with the sword to attack anything that came through the trapdoor. And seeing you come out, he's like, okay, breathe, and like puts the sword away.
We got it.
Well, a little bit, at least. Some of us are a bit worse for wear, but just like grand gestures towards the body. Killing a vampire isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world.
And Valda says we have to burn it.
Cut its head off, burn it, salt the area afterwards, you know the drill.
Well, whatever we're doing, I fully believe that we should leave as soon as possible. And now that now that Ismark is kind of like drawing your attention to it, you can hear Father Donovich sobbing. The entire church is reverberating with these gut-wrenching sobs that are coming from somewhere like deep in this man's broken psyche.
Yeah, because he wanted to save his son. Val's smile just kind of cracks as his basically the entire show he was putting on immediately gets wiped off of his face. And he kind of just glances at Father Donovich with just a gaze full of pity. And he kind of looks to Austra. Once we burn the body, we'll make a grave and give him a proper burial, so he can at least grieve in a more respectable manner. I'm sorry we couldn't save him, but it can't really do much about vampirism.
I get the feeling that we give him the day to grieve. And when we come back tomorrow for this proper burial, hopefully he will be in a better mind to answer any questions we have.
Val will give him like a solemn nod. I think that's probably for the best.
Does Father Donovich want a moment with his sons just to say goodbye?
You are more than welcome to ask him. Austra?
Alstra? Yeah.
You're more than welcome to ask him, but he's not here. And he again looks over his shoulder to the preacher, and you can now see like he's gone fully prostrate on the floor, spread out, sobbing into the woodwork.
I don't think we should bother him right now.
But everybody should, get a chance to say goodbye.
Well, that's why we're gonna make him a grave. Give him a proper burial where his father can mourn him and not have to look at the monster that he's become.
Okay.
Just gives her a very, very sad smile.
Just returns it because it's just the thing of just like, I think everybody has the right to, but clearly this is something he's not going to be able to do. And this is sad, but it's also something that had to be done, so. Okay, Valdis, lead the way.
Yeah, we'll walk outside the church, find a place that's more fireproof, probably just like the any cobblestone area or like by the road, basically. And he'll kind of just assemble the body so it's just like lying prone on its back with like arms and legs kind of tucked in. And he will take out a little bit of an oil flask and drop a little bit of it across the body. And he will strike a match from the tinderbox and throw it on the body while saying a small prayer to Madame.
Would also say a small prayer to Madame and Suni.
While they do that, Aurora would be retrieving her lyre and basically playing something slow and somber.
Mm. A grave prepared, and the body disposed of with dignity. It's now a heaviness that sits on you all, as you fully believe that you did the right thing. But even from outside, you can still hear the preacher's wails. Another sound added to the calamity of this town.
Ismark? What god did Rodonovich worship?
Oh, This entire church is dedicated to the Morning Lord.
Looks at him as if to say, "Go on," because she failed this check last session. She doesn't know who the Morning Lord is.
The people of Barovia only have two gods of worship, who essentially cover anything and everything. The Morning Lord and Mother Night. The Morning Lord covers the things that you would expect them to. Light, the sun, but they're also the farming deity, crops, wine, parties. Cover a wide area, I believe, actually, now that I think about it.
Does the Morning Lord have a name?
Oh no, their name is the Morning Lord.
Oh, okay. Would assume the position that Father Donovich was in when he entered the church because he was like frantically praying, and would just send a small prayer up to the Morning Lord to guide this person's soul over to the other side, and so that they can rest in peace.
But we have spent enough time in this place. Let us go home. Let us celebrate, yes? Celebrate the life of my father, and celebrate the, you called it green grass?
Yeah, not sure I'm in the mood to celebrate it, but I guess we should.
A good meal, a bath. Well, a bath, a good meal, some music should help.
May I point out something? There will always be bad memories and good memories. But in the end, you keep moving forward because that's all you can do.
Val will kind of like tip his head towards Saya. Little Bat is right. We can mourn, be sad that this fate was unfortunately befallen upon him, but he doesn't have to suffer anymore. He's not starving at the bottom of a emaciated church. He's not hearing his father begging for help anymore. He's free. Celebrate the life that he once had.
Did he have a name?
Just looks, like, shrugs, just looks over, like, did he?
Ismar scratches his chin in thought, and you can hear like the bristle of his stubble against the cloth of his glove. Yes. Doro. Donovich and his son Doro.
Val will kind of, like, take a bit of, like, splintered wood from the building
Literally was about to do the same thing.
and, like, scratch into the wood with a dagger. His name, you said Doro, like Dorro?
Doru. Doru.
Got you, okay. He would put Doru and put, like, a very crude marking of a sun underneath his name and stick it by the grave. He'll kind of just stick it into the dirt and look over to the church and kind of just sigh sadly. Well, this is all we can really do for him. We should go back, clean up, get the blood off of everything.
A bath, a meal, and then we'll celebrate life in green grass.
Val will kind of start walking back towards the homestead, and he kind of just gently pats your shoulder as he walks by.
A little, like, she is a little downhearted as they walk back, just shoulders slumped, head down a bit.
I take it this is your first monster to kill. That's said toward Austra, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think what she would say. But was he really a monster?
The once human part of him died when his heart stopped beating. There was nobody left in there but a monster. I promise you, as much as he looked the part, there was no human left. No soul to speak of. Just a hungry black void, looking for slaughter. Kind of looks at you with a little bit of concern. I know it's hard. Your first is always your hardest. You're going to try to rationalize everything, pick apart the situation, find some way to save them. But you're just making it harder on yourself. There is no cure for this. This is the best thing that we could do for him.
You know, you're probably right that it just doesn't feel like it.
He gives you a very understanding smile. It will hurt for a while, a couple weeks or so, but it will pass. It's fresh. It's not scarred over yet. It'll be tender for a while. But if we're going to survive in a land filled with vampires and werewolves, after a little while it will stop hurting. You can't save everybody. The only thing you can do is try.
Saya's just gonna nod and agree with everything that Valdis is saying.
Will kind of just like, with a hesitant hand, kind of pat the side of your cheek, and he'll turn and walk the rest of the way back to the homestead.
Genuine shock at the fact that you have willingly touched somebody.
You're sad and crying.
Saya's just gonna point in. There's no point in punishing yourself over something that was already done long ago. But just because things couldn't be changed today does not mean you won't be able to change things in the future. Because there's always a chance to change something for the better. And we are all able to change and make things good. We are all capable of change.
Saya, I understand you're trying to be comforting, but right now it's really not.
I don't really do the comfort thing, so
You,
I understand.
I mean, you gave it a good try. It's just, it's not the time.
And she's just gonna like she's not bothered. She doesn't really care. She's just like whatever.
Like, you can tell, like, she's not being mean. It's definitely a thing of just like.
Oh yeah, no, that's generally how she is. Like she's just like I don't really do. She doesn't show emotion, so she doesn't know
No,
what to do or say.
how to describe this. So you're saying it, she's saying this to you, but the whole kind of vibe that Austra was trying to give up is like, I understand, like, you're trying to be helpful, and I appreciate it. I do. I understand you comfort me, and I appreciate it. It's just not hitting right, and I understand you're trying because it's probably uncomfortable, but this is becoming a little bit more uncomfortable.
Anyway,
It's fine. Thank you for the I appreciate your effort.
she's just gonna be like,
Please stop.
she just goes, "Thank you." I don't. Hold on. She's gonna be like, "Thank you. Are we gonna leave now, or are we gonna keep hanging out here?"
I thought we were walking and talking.
See, I thought we were just sticking around.
I thought we were literally walking and talking. So...
I've been going under the assumption that you've been doing this as you've been walking back to the homestead.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay. Then delete that. That was never said.
You pass by the blood of the wine. You pass by the mercantile. On your left, you can hear a woman sobbing from one of the boarded up houses. And it's that same gut-wrenching sound. It's that same piercing scream of a woman in pain that hits you to your gut.
Ismark? Is this normal?
More normal in the last couple of weeks.
Saya's just gonna be like, somebody's having a really bad day.
Unless you wish to disturb her, I would not put too much stock into Mad Mary.
What happened?
I do not know. Mad Mary always kept to herself and kept her and her daughter away from the rest of us. She's been crying for a week now.
Wait, sorry, just because I don't think I had that correctly. She kept her daughter away, or somebody took her daughter?
She kept her daughter away.
Aurora's gonna kind of look at Austra and then kind of look at everybody else, just kind of like, are we gonna check this out at another time? Like she does want to get back. She wants the like she wants the bath, she wants to clean up and celebrate and everything, but it's that thing of like, another day, like tomorrow, we gonna look into this.
Does Mary have a support system, or do people just ignore her? Does anybody go in and help her?
She is the one that boarded up her own house. We cannot get to her even if we wish to.
Should we see if she's all right tomorrow?
You can.
We're walking by this house, right, DM?
Mm-hmm.
Great, cool. I want Caleb to do some investigating.
Okay. How are you going to tell the spy informant that you haven't even met up with yet to investigate this house?
Wait, I thought he was around us anyway. I thought he's been, like, hanging around.
You assumed he was. You've not seen or heard from him.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we got, like, whispered away into a pocket dimension. I don't think your informant's gonna find us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh, no! But that's the cool aspect of being... Alright,
It's because of Caleb that you have so much silvered weaponry.
yes, that is true.
But you don't know if he was able to follow you. You don't know if he's here. You're just assuming that he was on your tail. But you don't even know if he saw you leave that morning into the forest.
Okay, make a note. When you get back to the house, she's gonna make a little mark and be like, hey, let me know you're still around the area. If that's possible.
Well, that's the thing. The mark that I talked about in the very first episode was this will be our meeting place. Like, it's a discreet little thing.
Oh. Yeah, she can't go back there.
So he is expecting, if you followed the protocol that you had set up with your guild, Caleb will have kept returning to that bench. Because that was the spot that you marked as this will be our meeting spot.
See, I misunderstood that. I just thought this was a mark that you could just do wherever, whenever, and he would know.
I mean, yeah, but that's if you also established that the past one was no longer your meeting spot, which you never did.
Damn it.
That's why whenever you've been like, oh, I'm here for Caleb, I'm like, if he followed you, if he saw you, if he even was taken.
Oh, I hope he got taken too.
That's a mean thing to say.
You guys are nice. You guys are nice and all, but I like my little friend, okay?
Oh, I was gonna say, I could say something a bit meaner. Who's to say he didn't follow and ended up following into the death house and dying when we were in the basement or something?
He's fine. Walk it off.
It's not good. Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna keep leaving marks then to see if he comes.
Yeah?
And
Well, you already know that there's a mark on
that's
Ismar's
right.
house. You put one there yesterday.
I did. Okay. I gotta wait and see if he's there. Okay. Gotcha. Never mind. These weak intervals mess with the memory of the player. Anyway. Okay, then never mind. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Just go back and check that when we get there.
So you get back to the house. Initially, like, the door is locked, but Ismar takes out the key that he has, whilst also doing a very specific knock on the door.
Can we note down the knock?
Sure. It's it's like multitude wrapping, but there's also patterns. Like he draws C shapes into the door to make like an elongated scraping sound. So it's almost like amateur Morse code, where it's like dots of him knocking on the door and then dashes of him scraping against the wood of the front door. And whatever the pattern is, it seems to do its intended job as you all hear a very heavy as a latch is pulled away from its housing. The door is opened and Irina is standing there waiting for you.
Thank God for Irina.
She looks to her brother quite expectantly, wondering, what happened, and he just shakes his head. Kind of gestures for her to turn around and is like, we'll talk about it later. She kind of gives a look over her shoulder at the rest of you, just like surprised, confused, a cocked eyebrow of like, what happened?
Your dad's gonna be buried tomorrow. Today we had to bury/burn Father Donovan's son Daru.
There's definitely a look of confusion as she's taking in what you're saying, but then it hits, especially with you correcting of the, or rather burn. She just nods quite solemnly, her lips kind of pursed together as she takes in like I guess it's just the seriousness of the situation.
But just obviously it's sad, and then just rolls the shoulders back, deep breath, chin up. But we have decided we're gonna bathe, we're gonna get some good food, and we're gonna celebrate life while we live it. And also celebrate your dad. And green grass. Or something like that. And just walks towards the guest bedroom where they are. What I was saying. And just goes to run a bath.
There's a bit of a shocked, bewildered expression on Irina's face as she's like blinking after everything you say. And after you've walked up the stairs, she kind of like looks to her brother and is like, green grass? And he just waves a hand and is like, it's something to do with their religion, just nod. Like, don't worry about it, just nod.
Just smile at me, boy. Smile at me.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. On that note, Aurora would like strip off the armor, clean up, basically go back into like all the prep that she'd done that morning, like rebrushing her hair, making sure like her outfit's perfect before like taking her lyre back downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
While everybody is getting themselves situated, Val is gonna go back to the little window seat, and he's gonna take out his sword, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the last level up, he kind of picks his favorite sword, the one that he originally came with the filigree on the end, and he will kind of just pray and bind the weapon to himself. Do you want me to put it in the chat? Like the little thingy?
Only if you want to.
Let's go. Yeah. he's gonna bind the weapon to himself while everybody else is getting ready, and he has just a moment to himself.
Oh, I love that. And it can actually, from reading the description, it can actually transform into any weapon.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that so cool?
So, is there anything that you wish the blade to turn into now? Because I remember you starting with a short sword.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything you wish your blade to become?
I think it would be super fucking thematic to make it a scythe.
Mm.
I think that would be very cool and on brand with the whole shtick,
Very
the
much
whole
so.
like Victorian like bullshit we have ourselves set into, and then the like ancient splatterings of European that Madame is all about. I feel like it fits.
Okay. I love this. All right. So, the filigree of the handle stays the same, but you watch as before your eyes, the metal of the blade itself completely transmutes into this almost shifting, ever-moving liquid mercury. The blade warps and shifts. Part of the liquid metal goes over your hand, over the moon scar on your thumb, and it seems to read your purpose and your intention. It reads what you want it to become. And from there, the filigree stays the same, but it stretches out into a winding pattern going up the entire staff of the scythe. The blade itself is a polished silver metal that glints more than any steel would. The contrast now is this slightly darkened, like almost Damascus style filigree handle, and then a bright, shining scythe blade.
Oh fuck, this fucks so hard. Oh my god, that's so cool. Val will kind of just like stare in a little bit of awe at just how fucking beautiful this blade is.
And I will
He'll
also
kind of
say, before you fully sink into the beauty of this weapon, it does talk about you absorbing magical weapons into your packed weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something to consider if you wish to mesh two weapons together. It might have certain effects, especially with a liquid metal blade.
Oh, 100%. Since the short sword itself was silvered, does it make the scythe silvered as well, or do I have to like?
No, the scythe is silvered. It's one of the reasons that it shines as much as it does.
Hell yeah, I figured. I just wanted to make sure. That's so fucking cool. Oh, that's awesome. Do I have anything? It's literally just all silvered weapons. Yeah. Okay. Um, he'll kind of just like admire it a little bit, kind of check the balance and like swing it around a bit, make sure that it feels good in his hands, that it's good for his height, and that it feels correct.
As you begin to
And
swing it around your body, you actually notice the blade shifts with you. You're not used to using a scythe blade, so there are a couple of moments where you would have accidentally like knocked the back of the handle into your calf, but the handle retracts and makes itself shorter so it doesn't catch on your body. It is an ever moving weapon.
That's so cool. All right. His eyes kind of just shine in this just like pure childlike wonder of just like, what is this? What does this do? How cool is this? Oh my god. This is so cool. As he kind of just like stands like in the center of the room just a little bit in awe, like, this is amazing. He kind of like looks to the window. What time is it, considering we like left earlier in the morning?
I'd say that it's early afternoon at this point, like 1, 2 p.m.
All right. He kind of like makes a mental note to pray to Madame before he goes to sleep tonight in thanks, cuz his entire he loves this fucking thing. God, it looks beautiful and it matches his entire personality so well. So he's super chuffed. He's like vibrating with excitement, like, oh, this is so cool. Like, that's so fucking cool. Because it's like, yeah, it says you can dismiss the weapon, shunting it into an extra dimensional space, and it appears whenever you create your packed weapon thereafter. Like, that's so awesome. He'll kind of like take it in his hand and kind of will it to go into the little pocket dimension. It's like, I can gush about this after everybody stops being sad.
Mm.
Because I don't want to be like, hey, look at this cool thing! And then Austra's just going to be sad, tears streaming down her face. I'm going to feel bad. So he kind of like twirls a little bit in his hands and then wills it to retract.
There's a moment of it's almost pins and needles that you get when you go from a cold area to a hot area. Your body and skin is covered in pins as the liquid metal shrinks, turns into almost a non-Newtonian ball in your hand, and then goes into your moon scar.
Fox. That's so fucking cool. Oh my god. He kind of just like stares at his hand in wonder. Like, I can't believe it. It's inside me. Like, what the fuck? I can just like whip it out whenever I want. God damn. Like, oh wow. He kind of like straightens up and kind of like shakes his arm out a little bit, trying to be like, does this feel any different? And kind of just like think about it a little bit and be a total fucking nerd. And while Austra is in the bath, like, and he's like basically waiting his turn, he'll take out his little sketchbook that he has, and he'll start making like dimensions of the scythe and basically like sketching it out and putting notes in the margins of like, this is how it feels and this is what it does, and remember to thank Madame later, kind of just like putting everything he can down to paper so he kind of just immortalizes this moment. It's like his heart swells a little bit.
just imagining you just like swinging this around kind of thing, and it just comes out of the bathroom. Is that? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, the sight is completely dismissed. Like it's back in his hand. You would just see him like crouched in the little like nook, the little window seat, just like scribbling at his notebook, basically. He'll kind of like, once you like pop out, he'll kind of give you a small smile and just, feeling any better?
Surprisingly, yeah. What are you writing about?
You see his face kind of light up a little bit. Well, I had a little bit of a feeling. Call it a little bit of intuition, if you will. That I felt a little bit more of a connection to Madame in some interesting way. So I sat down and I decided to take out my sword. And
Raises an eyebrow.
just like, just kind of like smiles a little bit like nervously at you. I had decided to pack bind my weapon to myself, make it wholly my own with Madame's magic. And as I did, and he kind of like a child showing you their drawing, he kind of like shyly hands you his sketchbook. This beautiful scythe
Oh my
materialized from the sword. It was liquid metal, basically, and it flowed up my arm and took shape to basically whatever I wanted it to be, and it was beautiful.
God. It looks really pretty.
I'll definitely show you tomorrow more when spirits are a little bit higher and we actually have some room to see it.
I mean, this looks at like the picture. Just like, this is beautiful. All this detailing. And like you realize, well, it's not just actually like the side she's looking at; it's literally at your drawing and your ability as well. Just all this detail, and it's like, I'm sorry. The actual scythe that you've drawn is very nice, but just your ability is beautiful. You've like really captured it.
You see him like, you can literally see the steam coming out of his ears as his brain takes a couple seconds to catch up, and he's actually quiet for once as he kind of just stares at you for a couple seconds and then just like, I just do it. It kind of just happens. I mostly use it for sketching out outfits because, you know, I sew a lot and I plan and I make patterns, and it's just a little
Deep breath.
hobby.
Deep breath. Accept the compliment. You have a gift. This is really cool.
Well, I'm glad you like it. You're one of the first people that I've showed this to outside of my guild, and they usually make fun of me for this type of stuff, so I'm not used to support and encouragement. So it took me a little off guard, but I thank you. Thank you a lot, actually.
Like small chuckle, but she's not like laughing at you. it's that like sincere kind of sweet chuckle of just like laughing at the situation, but not in like a really like derogatory term, but like a sweet thing of like, this is really cute. So, you realize I was raised in a place that recognizes beauty in a lot of things.
Well,
Good.
when you put it that way.
I am not my sister who looks at things and goes, oh, pretty. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, flowers. Don't ever tell my sister that I said that.
Just mimes like a zipper across the mouth motion.
But you really have a gift. This is. I love you, really, sis. Okay. So I just saw in the chat. Somewhere a shudder runs through her spine. Like, this is a gift. Nurture it. You doing anything else?
Well, he kind of like flips through. He kind of just hands it to you, and you flip through it, and it's all like basically outfit planning. It's like how he conceptualizes like the pieces that he wants to make. So there's like shirts with like 1,000 buttons down the side with like embroidery and just in the margins like too much question mark with like really big sleeves, and the next is like very short like form-fitting pants with like a trail down the back, almost like, you know how like almost like a bustle where it's stacked and it's patterned and it has like colors question mark in the margins, and it's just all like little notes and stuff as he kind of just like patiently waits, just anxiously eyeing you from the corner of his eye, but trying to make it look like he's not actually nervous as he's kind of like chewing on the corner of his thumb.
May I? Like, pointing to the picture and then, like, mimicking, like, a pencil?
He'll get out his little nub of charcoal and hand it to you.
Okay. On, like, the really, like, poopy sleeves. I'm imagining it's just, like, poof, and then there's, like, no ruffle at the end, so she adds, like, a bit of a ruffle. So it, like, brings that poop and then that ruffle, like, that natural line.
Mm-hmm.
On the bustle, she makes a note of, like, maybe this material.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, maybe add, like, lacing underneath all the different layers as well, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, where you've, like, gone colours, literally just puts, like, any colour, just make this. Just like, this is really good.
Thank you. I've had a lot of time to perfect my craft. He'll kind of like air quotes as he says that. Spent a lot of time being locked up in timeout as a child. So what does a child do? You know, draw, create, and it kind of just bloomed from there. And the fact that I was tired of having scraps for clothing. Burlap, are you kidding me? Do you know how dry that is?
Very dry, but also very durable. Which actually might be something that you could use in between the what like the bustles, like could be used in between the bustles just to give it a bit of structure.
Well, I mean, I have a little bit of interfacing in my chest in the guild, so I can probably use that, but that's a little bit expensive, so I have been saving it for a really big piece, because I've been thinking about it. I was thinking maybe some satin and a little bit of lace and a little bit of extra pleating around the edge.
Pleating would help with the structure.
I don't know though. I mean, I don't know when we're getting out of here, and I don't know if I will be alive by the end of this. I hope so, but you know, I'm not getting any false hope. But hey, if we get out of here, I will definitely make it.
Hmm.
Kind of just like smiles a little awkwardly.
Be cool if you could make it. Like, smiles. But anyway, I need to go grab my sister because it is her turn for the tub, and I need to get changed into my leotard.
I will leave you to that. You can have the room to yourself. I will figure something else to do. I'll go to the kitchen. I'll yes, have fun with the leotard. And he just awkwardly leaves. And you can hear him shut the door and be like, "Really? Leotard, really?" As he's just walking down the hallway.
Just kind of loudly talks back. It's like, I don't have any other performance clothes. I literally have the leotard and my adventuring clothes. I have nothing else.
You just hear a panicked like shit, and he just like moves farther down the hallway.
Yeah, so she'll quickly get dressed, leave her hair in a towel, go to grab her sister, who I think her sister's in like the kitchen probably. Or where are you, sis?
I mean, I kind of stated she did all her stuff already and grabbed the lyre and went back downstairs.
Okay.
So technically she had a bath before you.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Never
didn't.
mind.
Yeah, she technically, like, she didn't really do much in the fight, so I don't imagine she got, like, that dirty, so she probably was able to more or less get in and out. So she's been downstairs playing her lyre and trying to help brighten the mood.
Okay, I just followed the sound of the lyre.
Then I will be the one hopping into the bath to get rid of the rest of my blood that's coated all over my armor and my clothes. Because we love that.
What I'll do then, because I'm looking at the time and I'm aware. Saya, is there anything that you're doing? Because the house seems to be waiting for everyone to get ready for something, whatever this celebration is going to be. But are you doing anything?
Me?
Yeah?
Go out and check the mark.
The mark that you left yesterday, there is no reply to it. So from the looks of it, Caleb hasn't either hasn't seen it or hasn't found it yet.
Is there a history check to make in case if you lose your contact? Like, can I make a history check to see what would we do?
Sure.
Over here. 16? 15? Alright, so that's a 15 plus 1, 16.
Mm-hmm. The protocol is normally that if some kind of contact is lost, then it's on the person that is not working like the active mission to reestablish the contact. So in this situation, you were the person on the mission. So that was your priority. So it's
Right.
on Caleb to re-establish the contact.
Okay. Um. In that case, I just keep waiting out then, because there's not much that can be done.
That's fair enough.
Um.
In that case, if there is nothing else that anyone wishes to do before the celebrations technically begin.
I mean, the only thing I would say to do, which obviously we could probably just, after everyone else is washed up, she's probably washed up and washed her clothes again after being bloodied.
Yeah,
Okay.
your throat was essentially made to be a faucet. So a little tidying up is probably needed. Unless you don't want to.
Absolutely.
You could rock the my throat has been slit open look.
I healed you a little bit, and probably if you came to find me, I'd put like a little bandage or something over your neck.
Yeah, that would work. After she gets cleaned up and whatnot, washed her clothes, and she's probably gonna be like, I don't know what to do about these. There's marks on my neck.
Well, first we clean it, and then we dress it.
I've already cleaned it.
Great. Okay, so I'll dress it then, and I will go into the healer's kit and grab like some bandages. We'll just go. My hands are going to be around your throat. I'm sorry if they're cold or if they're warm. If at any point you feel uncomfortable and my hands around your neck, just say. I will try to work as delicately as I can.
He's just gonna stand there and just look at her.
Yeah, at some point, like what she's saying is, she just goes, yeah, why am I saying this? Just, hey. You're the most chill one here. And very gently, like, puts the padding against it and then gets the bandage and wraps it so it's like tight enough that it stays in place, but not too to the point where you're like. So it's like it's the stereotypical, like when you put your pet in like a cone of shame, like you can get a few fingers in so it's not too tight but it stays put.
She's just gonna nod and goes, "Thank you.
It's okay.
All better."
It will be by tomorrow. Just
Okay.
don't twist your head too much in case it opens again.
I am not fond of twisting my head all the way. Just says in a serious tone.
Okay, but like just no overstretching. Just try keep your head straight.
I will not twist my head in a 360 degree.
I don't mean a 360. I just mean overextending it.
Okay.
But
Yep.
sure, no owling your neck.
All right, and that's that.
Okay.
I will at some point like go find my sister and be like, sis, do my hair. It needs to be tied back because fire breathing.
Yep, she'd tie your hair back in like a really nice, like tucked in French braid.
Lovely.
In that case, then, what I'm going to do is end the episode there for this week. Because I want everyone to be here when we celebrate green grass. We can't have Dee just stuck in the corner. And it means we can make a session out of having a little bit of lightheartedness and a little bit of happiness in a relatively grey world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Let's
means
get fucking drunk.
and it means
Let's
that I can force you
go.
guys to come forward and do a talent show.
Ah, fuck.
So what you're telling me is that next week I think Aurora can maybe play. Well, what you're telling me basically is that next week she's gonna have to find a way to figure out how to play an ocarina so I can actually play something.
I mean, if you want.
I'm not buying a tin whistle and practicing it. Y'all have brains. You can figure it out.
Isn't your stuff like acrobatics, anyways?
We both get a instrument proficiency, so I went with both
Yeah.
small, funny, and high pitched. So I went with the tin whistle. So have you ever listened to a band called Flogging Molly? There is like a little woodwind instrument, and it is literally it's like a very short flute / piccolo, and it's really high pitched, and that's called a tin whistle.
Yeah, Aurora does not have proficiency in any sort of woodwind. She only has proficiency in a lyre, so like she might be failing proficiency checks to try to play an ocarina next.
You muppet. Or you could just be there like, I found this song. She's playing this. It would be fine.
Fair enough.
And yeah, what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of a rewind for TS. And if there's anything specifically TS would do before the celebrations start, we'll do it at the beginning of next week.
Yeah, D gets a one-on-one time.
Oh god. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you for joining us in the chat. It is always lovely to see people there and interacting, even if you're bothering us in combat. Oh,
I don't mind.
of course you don't.
People. It was great having people and answering
It's
questions.
always have people.
No, it's always lovely
Yeah.
having people.
Our chat is never this active, so we truly do appreciate it. I just
yeah.
wish I was around for the very beginning of it.
But
Honestly, this has been brilliant. And you were, City, you were a good luck charm, all of you were. Because that is the only time I have run really well.
We need to work on that so I get better higher rolls. So whatever you did this time, make sure you wash your hands, pray to the dice gods, say a little sing or dance. I don't know. I want luck.
all of the above.
Yes.
But thank you everyone so much for watching. We are live every Friday evening, Saturday morning for me, and the YouTube channel is the exact same name, and you can watch all the VODs there.
Remember to mention the 20 Sides of Failure Discord in case they want to join and talk to us.
Yes, very much so. It is in the About page on this channel. You should be able to find the link straight to it from there. It's also part of our like link tree that like our Instagram is there, our TikTok is there, the YouTube channel is there, where all the past VODs are, so you can catch up.
And then talk to us, because we like interacting.
Yeah. But for now, thank you, and thank you to all my beautiful players. I say good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone.